This is the biggest win streak I've ever had. 10. I'm on a 10 streak. I was playing earlier today and I realized I was on a 10 streak and I'm like, stop. Don't ruin this. Don't ruin the streak. My kit, codename Kits Next Door. It's my animated science fiction kit and it's working. I've gotten really good. Like, I feel like I know all the animated sci-fi links. There's not that many animated sci-fi movies is the problem. That's the nerf of this category. Is like, I'm good at animation. I'm really good at linking into animation, but there's not a lot of animated sci-fi. So that makes it kind of hard to win with this win con. Like, you'll see I'm only ranked 1297. But I've won 10 games in a row. God, maybe. If you're good. If you're good. Fun game. But I'm like a 10 streak. I want to keep my streak going. Now that I've turned on stream, I'm probably going to immediately lose a game and kill the streak. What? Oh, they're starting with this shit? Oh, boy. Okay, let's play Dogtooth so they can't play it. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got more. We could just play Yorgos Lanthimos' entire filmography. Since we're not on the strikes yet. Colin Farrell. Let's go with... No, actually, let's keep playing Yorgos movies. Okay, the hardest category to be paired up against with animated sci-fi is fantasy. It's so much easier to name a fantasy. Like, naming animated fantasy, I could rock. There's so many fantasy movies in animation. There's not that many animated sci-fis. Kind of a rough category. Are there any more Yorgos movies? I think we've literally named them all. Let's do Finding Nemo. Because Willem Dafoe plays Gil in Finding Nemo. See, if they ever made a just animation category, we'd be stupid dominating. But that would be a little too powerful, and I think they know that. Jeffrey Rush. He's in Pirates, right? Yeah. And there's a guest account at 1,000, so they're either an inexperienced player or a very experienced player on an ult. This is definitely a very experienced player who's not logged in. Fuck me. What? What the hell is Lantana? Oppenheimer. Avengers Endgame. Titanic. Barbie. The Godfather. Goodfellas. Shark Tale. Wolf of Wall Street. No Way Home. Fuck. Skip. This is where I use the skip because I want to see you get out of this. Oh, Jindabine? Okay, thank God for skip. The film has to be of greater popularity. Jesus Christ, what? What is this movie? Muriel's Wedding. Oh, fuck me, dude. I feel like this one is not, like, I feel like I know someone who's in this. I just don't, off the top of my head, know the other 90s movie that it links to. Jack, please help! This person is gonna ruin my streak! Escape. Escape. Fuck. This is not good. I've already used my cast, my skip, and an escape. I mean, they don't have any points yet, but neither do I. What the fuck? Masanobu Takayanagagi! Is that Bryan Cranston? That looks like... Or not Bryan Cranston. Fucking Christian Bale. Yeah, that is... What? Okay, apparently this is Masanobu Takayagani. Nagi is in this one, too. What the hell? Who is that? I keep looking over at OBS like I have my webcam on. I don't. There's nothing to look at. I just instinctually look at chat when I talk. I look at my trap panel. I don't know what any of these movies are, bro. I don't know what any of these movies are. Antlers. Is this that one movie that takes place in Iceland that Toby likes? What is this? What is this? Get me out of here. I don't think they've played a single movie outside of the Yorgos ones that I even know how to get out of. Okay, Charlize Theron is in this. Charlize Theron is also in Mad Max Fury Road. They're not even trying to get points, man. Jindabyne! Jindabyne! What is Jindabyne? What is Jindabyne? Oh, thank God. This isn't even because I'm on stream. This is just like an incredibly... This is some like 3,000 ranked player. Okay. Okay. George Miller. We can work with this. We can play Happy Feet. I'm just in awe of how they're not even trying to get the win condition. Flubber. Okay. Robots. I've got a point. I've got a point up on them. Popeye. Okay. Okay. I know ball. I know ball when it comes to Robin Williams. How about The Shining? Unfortunately, we now have to leave the Robin Williams first. I'm just waiting for the day there's a Robin Williams win con, man. I'd be so good at that one. Children of the Corn 3. Urban Harvest! Stephen King bullshit. Okay. How about Children of the Corn 4? The Gathering. How are there no links? Besides Stephen King. This is where having the skip would have been. The Ring 2. Okay. Interesting. They played Naomi Watts instead. We're going to go with Mulholland Drive. I guess I could play The Ring 1, but... Penguin Bloom? What is that? Oh, opposing win conditions spam. Opposing win conditions spam. I've spammed these movies too many times because I don't know what they're playing, bro. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna tweak. I'm gonna tweak. What is Penguin Escape? I don't even care, man. No, I'm not doing a rematch. Fuck you, dude. You ruined my streak. Is this the same guy? Or is this just a different guest? I don't know. I'm scared. That guy's ball knowledge was terrifying. That's the kind of shit I expect from a 2,000, 3,000 rank. Javier Bardem is in 2023's The Little Mermaid. Okay, this is where the run back. We gotta do the run back. This is where the run back starts. Beautiful. Oh no, they're playing Spanish shit. I mean, that's not like the craziest Javier Bardem pull, but did we already play that? Okay. What is it? Casino Royale that he's in? I can never remember which Bond movie he's in. Okay, yeah, Skyfall. Queer. Okay. Challengers. Gollum. It's just the one chat message. Jack saying Gollum. Malcolm and Marie. Okay, well, Zendaya plays Lola Bunny in Space Jam: A New Legacy, so I'm gonna grab a point real quick. Again, I know like all the movies that count for this WinCon. All the like well-known celebrity-filled movies that count for this WinCon. And so I just play them. And I spend the rest of the time trying to get my opponent, trying to force them into animation. The frick. Yeah, appropriate. What about Andrew Garfield? Well, see, the problem is I don't want to give them a route. So I'm actually going to play My Cousin Vinny via Marissa Tomei. Home Alone, okay. Macaulay Culkin. Joe Pesci. I don't have any animated sci-fis for that, but I can play The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Quinn Culkin. No Kieran Culkin, though. No Kieran Culkin. There would have been a link. Just play Home Alone 2. Just play it. Elijah Wood's also in this, but I don't think you know that. Just play Home Alone 2. What? Okay. Weird. We take those. Ansel Elgort, West Side Story. Cast. Oh, they're, I don't think this is the person from before. Either that or I took them way out of their comfort zone somehow. What? Another escape? Okay, let's go. We move. Now we kill. Keith David, Princess and the Frog. Now we go in for the kill. If they're smart, they'll guess an animated science fiction film by Disney, but I don't think they're smart enough for that. Toy Story. Okay. Now from Toy Story, we go to Titan AE because Joss Whedon wrote on both of them. I could go to WALL-E, but that's too easy. Titan AE is more likely to stump them. I watched Titan AE recently just to get better at this WinCon, and I was wondering why the dialogue was cringy the whole time, and then I saw Joss Whedon's name in the credits. Is Jake Johnson in this? No. Okay. Let's just do Alien. I genuinely don't know who's in The Martian besides Matt Damon and then Ridley Scott, the director. Huh? Huh? Bro can't name another Ridley Scott movie? L! The comeback starts now! One bad game and then 10 more good ones. Become the film bro. Okay, so this WinCon has Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, Denis Villeneuve, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, Ridley Scott, and Stanley Kubrick. Fargo. Okay, so we've got the Coen brothers. William H. Macy. Let's go with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, in which he plays one of the 2 human characters. They're Googling Gary. Let's go. We take those. Another win for the streak. They tabbed out immediately. Let's go. It's a shame because I do like playing against... I find my win condition plays better against the specialized ones than it does against other genre ones. Because truthfully, there are so few animated sci-fi films that the category almost feels more like a specialized one. Like the Batman one I was using last season that I've got the little badge for. Oh god, fantasy, and they're good enough to have 9 tick, that to have like extra like challengers, like they need 9 ticks. That's not good. I gotta get the lead on them early or I'm gonna be fucked. And they immediately played Across the Spider-Verse to remove one of my options. Fuck, they're good. It's genius. Okay, how about Dope via Shamik Moore? They're just gonna play Into the Spider-Verse, and then I'm not gonna have that one either. Oh, okay. 24K? I'm fucked! This is a... I'm playing like movies with lots of black actors, trying to see if one of them is... cast. Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer. Nope. Nope. I don't lose. You lose. Big, bold, beautiful journey? Fuck. Well, I know who's in that. Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell. I can't think of another fantasy Margot Robbie's in, so I'm gonna play I, Tonya? Yeah, let's go with I, Tonya. I'm like trying to like Margot Robbie, but oh wait, Barbie. Block. I mean, should I be using the bricks this or not necessarily, but Allison Janney. Okay. The creator. Well, Allison Janney is in The Imposters. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, I did watch this movie because it was called The Imposters. Why do you ask? This is also ranked 8,000. This is a pretty obscure one. Stanley Tucci directed and starred. It's actually got a lot of names, so it's a pretty... Okay, Juno. Jason Bateman's in this. Is he in any animated sci-fi? I don't know. There's also Elliot Page, so I could go Inception. But I feel like no one's riskier than Jason Bateman. Let's go with Carry On. They're not doing, like, crazy good with the fantasy links. Shelby Oaks? Bruh. Skip. Get out of Shelby Oaks, dude. Waves, I'd kick you. Is that a genuine attempt at playing or an attack on me? Yeah, get out of Shelby Oaks, dude. That's crazy. The Chris Stuckman movie that was apparently not good. Yeah, okay. Fuck you. Fuck you for trying to kill me with Shelby Oaks, bro. Glorious Bastards. Alright. Brad Pitt's in this. So let's play World War Z to try to keep you playing Brad Pitt, because Brad Pitt links to Megamind. And I want points. I want points, Batman. What is this? Fantasy? Wow, okay. Win 100 ranked battles by meeting the fantasy. Oh, I've got an uphill battle on my hands. But there's Interview with the Vampire. Okay, Megamind. And I'm hoping they play something else animated. Yes, How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, now let's try... I'm trying to think of other animated DreamWorks movies. Let's try Home, 2015. No. I'm trying to think of other animated sci-fi DreamWorks movies. I don't know if this counts, but... Okay, of course there's no link. How about the How to Train Your Dragon live action? And then I'll brick. so you can't play any other How to Train Your Dragon movies. Y2K. Okay. That's got Rachel Zegler. I don't know if anyone in that has been in like okay. How about Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? I don't know if Shazam 2 counts as fan. Oh, fuck. She was in the Snow White movie. Whatever. I'm not going to brick for that. I only have one brick left. I'm hoping they don't know their Rachel Zegler roar. It seems like they don't. Spellbound? The fuck is this? What is Spellbound, bro? Is that an axolotl? Is that an axolotl in the poster? What is this? What about Happy Never After? No, it's never ever. How do you spell that? It's like there's like an apostrophe in it. Okay, don't play stupid shit. Snow White 2025. So then they can't play it. Spellbound's crazy. I didn't realize Rachel Zegler had done voice work. I feel like I'm doing a better job stumping them than I am actually keeping them out of fantasy. Like, I'm certainly not doing a good job getting to my win con, but... Fail! Oh. Andrew Barth Feldman? That's crazy. They just had that in their back pocket? Okay, well, Rachel Sennow's in this, so I can go down her rabbit hole. Of I Used to Be Funny 2024. Then Shiva Baby, which then, is there a good third? I'm trying to think if Bodies or Bottoms is the better third one to play with her. No, let's do Bottoms, because I'm pretty sure Ayo Edebari is in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 2023. So if they use Ayo Edebari, who is Nicholas Galitzine? Is this the Camila Cabello Cinderella that has James Corden in it? I don't really want to like play off of that. I feel like I can't. If I put James Corden, there's like 8 other fantasies he's done, so we're just going to escape. No point giving them another point. It's like I'm down to 1 brick, so I need to... Rebel Wilson. What the fuck? No, he's like forcing me to play into Cats, and then he's just going to play James Corden anyway. No. Hurry up. Trolls. Yeah, so I'm like, there's a dozen of those. The question is there an animated sci-fi? How about Scoob? How about DC League of Super Pets? God damn it. I don't want to play fucking James Corden, man. You're trapping me in a fantasy rabbit hole box. I was doing good there for a while. Now I have 1 escape left, so they're playing like hard shit. Whip It? Whip It. There's no sequel. Okay. How about Bring It On? How about Avengers Endgame? How about Oppenheimer? How about Diary of a Wimpy Kid? How about Movie 43? How about I Use My Last Escape? Fuck. So they only have 1 skip and 1 escape left, so I really should just be trying to like trap them in a place they can't get out of. But that's hard because their movie knowledge is pretty extensive. Super 8? Come on, dude. I don't know who else is in Super 8. Chronicle. No? Chronicle. That's not the Star Wars he did. That wouldn't happen if I was on stream. If I wasn't on stream. Okay. It's fine. Angel. You know what counts as animated science fiction? Lilo and Stitch movies. You know what's hard to get to? Because people don't let you get to it? Lilo and Stitch movies. They're playing Megamind. Trying to play Megamind out the gate is crazy. Trying to play Mars Needs Moms out the gate is even crazier. What kind of game? Like, why are they trying? They're trying to like take my WinCon ones early. Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna start playing hard shit on you then. No, what is... I always think Stephanie Shu's in that one, but it's not. I think it's Aquafina and Sandra Oh or something. But there's some other one Stephanie Shu's in. But it's another person with the freaking fantasy WinCon. The one I probably should be playing because it's easier. It's way easier. Oh, great. We're playing like Jamie Lee Curtis. Old horror. How about Freakier Friday? Where they then play Freaky Friday. But then I get to play Halloween. And it's hard to play out of because she's in most of those. Big Trouble. Oh yeah. I forgot that counts as fantasy. It's one of those ones that's kind of an edge fringe case. What do I play here? I don't feel like John Carpenter has another fantasy, so I'm going to play another John Carpenter movie. Halloween 2. Ghosts of Mars. Okay. Who's in this? Natasha Henstridge? Who is that? What? Ice Cube. That's the real name I recognize. War of the Worlds 2025. Friday. I don't know what else he's in. I remember this was a starting movie for a while, and it was always like messing me up. I think it had Queen Latifah in it, which means I can play... No? Oh, God, I hate this one. Friday. Was there like a next Friday? I feel like there was like a sequel that was like next Friday. Yes. Okay. I'm like trying to remember from when that one was a starting movie, and it was annoying the shit out of me because I never knew who was in it. And now they have to use the cast off line. Haha. El loser. Yeah, I can tell they've got experience with the horror window. House Party. House Party 19... Oh, interesting. White Chicks? Revenge of the Nerds? How about Do the Right Thing? Oh, that worked. Okay, yeah. I'm like, that one's got more black people in it, and 2 black people in that. Okay. Okay, Sam Jackson, we can work with this. He's like one of the only Star Wars actors that actually came back for this animated Clone Wars movie. Thor, okay. I don't have one for that. Well, yeah, wait, yes I do, because Stan Lee. Which means I can play Into the Spider-Verse. Then let's Brick. Just to, like, keep them from getting too much of a lead, because they are 2 points ahead. Bumblebee, okay. Let's go John Cena, Ferdinand. Which nobody ever knows how to get out of. I also don't know how to get out of that. Coca. Okay. Alright. How about Wall-E? Oh, you blocked me. How about... What is the Book of Life? That's the other one with the same... Is there a link? Yeah. Okay, Gabriel Iglesias is in both of them. Onward. Okay, now is where we start playing. They're... Oh my god, the bricks are annoying. They're farming the bricks. Okay. And then we need to start bricking them, because they're playing the hardball. They're out of bricks now, so... And they're out of bricks, and we're in an animation loop. So this gives me an opportunity to, what was it that I was going to play? Codename Kids Next Door? Yeah. And I'm going to brick again. The one advantage I have is I only need 6. and they need 7, 6, 7. No, they actually need 8 because they have the tick thing. But Johnny Bravo goes to Bollywood. That's insane. Okay, Cree Summer. Johnny Test. See, the problem is I don't. This might be a skip. Oh, okay, Tara Strong. Got it. They're gonna play another mountain. Yeah. Tara Strong has got to be in another like cartoon animated sci-fi. Wall-E. Scooby-Doo. Moon Monster Madness. Scooby-Doo Batman. No, not. Okay, I guess I have to escape. Fuck. That's not good. Being in animation, like being deep in animation was the only way I was gonna win there. This is now a much harder situation because like I can't play Megamind. I can't play Megamind anymore. They're just gonna win. I guess I could. I don't even know if Wreck-It Ralph counts. I'm escaping. They've got me between a rock and a hard place. I need to make them use all their lifelines somehow. Stephen King. The Dark Tower. We're playing one of The Life of Chuck. Life of Chuck Benton. I almost had them there, but I think they timed their bricks a little better and managed to, like, I couldn't keep them in that animated. Because if you can go back and forth with animation, this WinCon's not that hard. But if once you go out of animation, there's like a very specific list of movies that work. Everything else is kind of like impossible. This movie's got an interesting set of actors. Like, it's a Noah Baumbach movie with Adam Sandler, George Clooney, Laura Dern, Greta Gerwig, Patrick Wilson. That's an interesting lineup of characters. And Nicholas Patel did the soundtrack. Huh. Okay. Well, Nicholas Patel also did the soundtrack to Mountainhead, which is Succession, but with Tech Bros. It also has Steve Carell. It's of the Adam McKay adjacent dimension, which, yeah. Okay, Don't Look Up. How about Cruella? We're just going to play every movie that Nicholas Patel has ever done the soundtrack. See, I like it. Like, this person has a very specific win con, which makes it easier for me to play animated fiction and actually, like, do well with it. Like, I can play Superbad. Is Jesse Eisenberg in Superbad? I don't think so. Because Jesse Eisenberg is in American Ultra with Kristen Stewart, so I don't want to play movies that have Jesse Eisenberg in them. Eventually. Dang it. Well, I'm going to play American Ultra, so it auto-bricks them. And then the end of the tour. Okay. And then I'll play Vivarium, because that's a hard one to get out of. Without using Jesse Eisenberg. Oculus, they're guessing. They're escaping. We move. All right. Now we stay in old movies, so Kristen Stewart won't be in them. The nice thing about actor win cons is you can do a little more time locking people. But then the problem is I don't know these movies. So like you play Body Heat 1981, and I'm left guessing other 80s movies that maybe will link. Secret of Nim. Big. Who's in this? Lawrence Kasdan directed. William Hurt. Snope isn't. No, that's John Hurt. Fuck me. Skip. Where's my cast and my skip? Lawrence Kasdan. Okay, William Hurt is in Captain America Civil War? Yeah. I'm like, I know these links now, but... Jumper. I was like, wait, when did they get a point? When did they get a point? Oh, right, Adventureland, yes. Okay, Avengers. Now here's where we play Transformers 1, which has Thor and Black Widow in it. These are the kinds of stupid things that I have to memorize to play this WinCon, because there's like maybe 15 animated sci-fi films that actually have like big name celebrity links. Match point. Fuck. I don't know. Is Josh? No, that's Challengers. I don't know who's in this. Oppenheimer? No Way Home. Titanic. I really need to learn who else is in Match Point, because I've been killed by that before. I mean, whatever. I only used one escape. But it's actually legitimately hard to score animated sci-fis fast unless you just have somebody who unless you get like in a loop of playing animation, or like if anyone plays a movie with Mark Hamill, there's like 8 that I can do with Mark Hamill. Maybe not quite that many, but Extract, what is this? Is that Rainn Wilson? Is that Rainn Wilson? No. I don't want to play movie 43. That's too obvious. Just put Carry On. Okay, they're Jason Bateman. Okay, their Jason Bateman knowledge is not that good. Cool. Terminator. Is that like an animated Terminator movie? Probably not. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Yeah, that's the Terminator. The Terminator movies no one has seen. What? That's crazy. Okay, well, you know, when you use a cast lifeline to get to it, that makes it a little easier. We're just gonna play another Kristen Stewart movie, so they can't play. But that's really not good that they found that. I need to... Okay, they've used their last escape. All right, I am number 4, Gambit. Go. And we brick, just in case there's a way to get to Twilight. Magic Mike to I am number 4. I am number 4, Gambit. Go. Alex Pettifer is only in the first Magic Mike, and he's also the lead of I am number 4. It's peak. It's peak. It can't be stopped. You're done. It's my favorite movie to kill people with. It has Timothy Olyphant in it. That's probably like the most mainstream name. And he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so that's like the most you can guess this escape movie. Oh, a rematch. I see. Excellent. Davine Joy Randolph is in The Holdovers, which is a peak Christmas film. But it doesn't give me an extra Christmas lifeline, which is lame. Why am I talking like this? The Descendants. Doesn't this have Matthew Lillard in it, so we can take them to the Scooby-Doo dimension? Yes, it does. The Scooby-Doo dimension is good because we can play it, because there's at least 2 animated sci-fis I can play in this realm. Yes, that's why you're frowning, because you know I'm purposefully taking us to a realm where I can get points. Zemeckis, okay. My problem with Zemeckis is nobody ever wants to stay in Zemeckis. Nobody ever lets me get to... We did this already. The worst part is I forgot. I forgot how to get out of this. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke, I remember because I saw his name right after I clicked skip. So I remember from last time. Now you're the one using a cast lifeline, bitch. Your ship is sinking. Moon. Okay. Jim Carrey. I can play Horton Hears a Who. No. Sam Rockwell's in this. So we're going to play the bad guys. The bad guys 2, specifically. Sort of Mark. Oh, fuck. I don't know. What other moon? Wait, is that Catherine Hahn? No. Okay, yeah. I don't know what other movies he's in besides the other bad guys, so. Just put up 9,000. Well, Mark Maron's a funny comedian, but like my film knowledge of him is not. Oh, he's in Almost Famous. Interesting. Well, Kate Hudson is in Glass Onion. I'm gonna brick. That's a pretty big cast movie. That probably has some kind of link to a Kristen Stewart picture. Something Kristen Stewart's in. Army of the Dead. Okay. How about the Zack Snyder Owls movie, which I love that you can just type in owls and that shows up first, because Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole is like the most generic word vomit, hard to remember title. But I can just type in owls and it works fine. Justice League. Okay, Justice League, Joss Whedon, Titan AE. Easy. Honestly, of all the links into Titan AE, Joss Whedon's probably the one I've been using the most. He's in Toy Story. Play Toy Story to get us into animation. Generally for this WinCon, if I can't get to animated sci-fi, I want to at least get to animated stuff. That becomes a little more complicated when the opponent has the fantasy WinCon, because again, there's way more animated fantasy movies than there are animated sci-fi ones. Ghost of the Uh-oh. Unfortunately, this does not link to the 90s Ghost in the Shell. I mean, I wouldn't be able to go to it anyway after Escape, but if it did, because there's so many anime movies that are sci-fi, but unfortunately, I don't have any like reliable way to get to anime, so it nerfs this category a lot. Match point. Okay. Shut up, dude. Alright. Transformers 1! Transformers 1 again, it is. It's like all the same shit we were playing last time. But it's because it started with Ghost in the Shell. How do you get out of Ghost in the Shell? So let's put Scarlett Johansson. It's a live action Ghost in the Shell. Okay, Mr. Deeds. Interesting. That's Adam Sandler, isn't it? So I almost feel like Kristen Stewart's in a movie with Adam Sandler, so I'm gonna be careful here. Let's go with Fargo. Go the opposite direction of dramas that Steve Buscemi is in, not comedies. Okay, well, apparently Carter Burwell did I think that's the cinematographer? I don't know. I wish Robert Pattinson was in an animated sci-fi. That would make this matchup easier. Or Kristen Stewart would probably be the better one. Twilight Saga New Moon. The Imitation Game. Okay. Benedict Cumberbatch or let's do 2018's The Grinch. The Illumination Grinch. Where Benedict Cumberbatch plays the titular character. Hawking. Movie about Stephen Hawking? Bro, Benedict Cumberbatch is a lot of like weird biopics. Okay. How about Desolation of Smaug, in which he plays Smaug? This movie does have a lot of actors in it, so it's a bit of a risky play, but I don't think that can link it to Kristen Stewart. The biggest person to avoid is just Robert Pattinson. Don't play anything with Robert Pattinson. Okay, they know some Peter Jackson deep cuts. Well, I do too. Meet the Fearballs. King Kong. It's got Jack Black. Jack Black is in Goosebumps. Trying to limit the amount of other actors they can like pull from the plays that I play and then go to Kristen Stewart via Adventureland. Leeds. Yeah, The Escape. Okay. Surprised I didn't just play another Jack Black movie. Joker. Is this one in the top? That is not in the top. That links to Joker. It's a very stupid link, but it's not in the top 5,000, so I can't do it. Well, Zazie Beetz is in The Bad Guys. Did I play that this round? I did already play that this round. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Brother Bear. Stop trying to play The Bad Guys because you watched it 3 days ago. Joaquin Phoenix. How about Napoleon? Because then maybe they'll play a Ridley Scott movie, and then it'll be Alien, and then, or they'll play The Duelist, and that won't help me at all. How about Legend? I want them to play Alien. The Counselor. Never heard of this one. Daniel Pemberton, the Spider-Verse soundtrack guy. Let's go. Points. Free points. Could have also played Megamind, Brad Pitt. But I like the Daniel Pemberton poll better. Now that I think about it, I think he also did the soundtrack for The Bad Guys. I don't know why I keep... Hee. I like that the MCU Spider-Man movies do pretty reliably link into the Spider-Verse movies via cameos and such. Spider-Man... Danny Elfman did the soundtrack for this, and he also did the soundtrack for Meet the Robinsons. I told you I'm good at this win-con. When the other person doesn't have a win-con that lets them spam stuff every turn, I can get people to where they need to be with this win-con. What the hell did I just... What the fuck is that? I love when you typo and it shows you the weirdest named movie ever. El Camino, Breaking Bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stinky. Okay. Keep You in Dakota Johnson. Never heard of A Bigger Splash. I feel like that's probably... There's... The way to play against actor win cons, it's very simple. Play the actor they played again, and try to play... And if you can, play a movie that has, like, no other big names. So they're stuck with that actor that they already played that you know they don't have a link for. I mean, that's a good strategy in general. But, uh-oh, you don't know another Dakota Johnson movie. I win. I love winning. Number one, Alex. Become the Film Bro. What has he got blocked? Florence Pugh. Interesting. Okay. Alright. We got weapons. How about Barbarian? Zach Krager's other horror movie. Okay, now we're going in the Justin Long direction. Got it. Cool. Wait. Wait. You fool. I'm the fool! We're not at points yet! I wasted Megamind. That's what... Megamind's actually one of the most reliable movies for this category. You got Ben Stiller, Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Tina Fey, David Cross, Hans Zimmer on the soundtrack. I think there's some other ones too. It's a really reliable option, and I hate that I just wasted it. It's probably the only, second only to the Spider-Verse movies in terms of reliable options for this category. Wreck-It Ralph should be an option, but somehow neither of them count as science fiction. Paul Thomas Anderson isn't one of these, right? No. Because I'm like, John C. Reilly's in every Paul Thomas Anderson film. Let's go with Transformers. Going into the Transformers franchise is good because there's like animated ones that you can go to. And Optimus Prime's voice actors in... Oh, God, okay. Why did I give them that? Why? I'm slipping! It's fine. Play Ted. Give us Seth MacFarlane so I can hopefully play the Family Guy Star Wars parody movies. Again, there's a very specific list of things that work with this WinCon, and I know what they are, and I know how to get to them. And I know how to bait people into taking me to them. But it's hard if they have a WinCon that lets them like get a point every round if they're smart about it, like the fantasy one. It's like it's hard for me to keep up. Patrick Warburton. So now we play Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. The adventure begins. Here's where we go down my animation rabbit hole. I do feel like I want to try some other win conditions because it's kind of like B movie. That's a pivot. I'm not used to seeing that one. All right. That's got Jerry Seinfeld, which is unhelpful, but it also has Renee Zellweger, which is also kind of unhelpful because I always forget what she's in. This also has John Goodman in it, doesn't it? No, Patrick Warburton's already been used. I'm a dumbass. Kathy Bates, John Goodman, Chris Rock, Madagascar, right now. B movie's kind of not a great one. It's also one not very people don't play that one very often. So I was kind of thrown for a loop when they played B movie as the final Patrick Warburton play. I'm used to seeing like Emperor's New Groove, Kronk's New Groove. Nobody plays Kronk's New Groove except me. But Emperor's New Groove. Okay, Ben Stiller. I wasted Megamind, so Tropic Thunder. Let's just play another Ben Stiller one. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Go. Almost ran out of time there. I'm slipping bad. I need to walk in, dude. Like this should be an easy win. But I need to walk in. Zoolander. God, wasting Megamind is really biting me in the ass. Patton Oswalt. Well, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell. Again, Megamind! Donald Trump is in this, so we're going to play Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Because they both have Donald Trump cameos. Because that gets them kind of out of the film bro. Most of these film bro directors are 21st century. The big 20th century ones are Ridley Scott and Stanley Kubrick. And Coppola. Which they are now dangerously close to because they've used Joe Pesci to get to crime movies. Yeah. My Cousin Vinny. We keep him in Joe Pesci, but don't let him have, like anyone else. Because I guess Joe Pesci's never been in a Coppola film. I find that kind of hard to believe. I guess he's been in a lot of Scorsese films, but not any of the Godfather ones. The Irishman. Okay, well now I'm like stuck playing Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and kind of tempted to just escape. But instead I'm going to play Jack and Jill. And then I'm going to brick. Dunkachino! He's the only thing saving this movie from being a 1 out of 10. Instead it's a 2 out of 10. Uncut Gems. Got it. I don't have any animated sci-fi links out of it, but I can link via The Weeknd and make things very difficult for you. It's like this WinCon it's kind of fun. Honestly, this WinCon is like kind of... I sort of get the experience of doing one of the more niche WinCons without actually doing one of the more niche WinCons. Jenna Ortega. Yes. All right. Are we going beat for beat with Jenna Ortega? I think we are. Jenna Ortega will be in one of these filmmakers' movies in the next, 10 years, probably. Mark my words. Okay. Paul Rudd. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem. Paul Rudd. Ant-Man. Okay, let's play Mute. Have fun with this one. This is a Paul Rudd kill move, kind of. There's some links, but if you've never heard of this, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of it's tricky. There's also Friendship, the movie he did with Tim Robinson that I watched. Was that last night? No, it was 2 nights ago. Good movie, but you know, Tim Robinson hasn't exactly done a lot of movies, so it's another Paul Rudd one that's pretty hard to get out of. Hard 8. Okay, they keep playing Paul Thomas Anderson. So let's play the hardest Paul Thomas Anderson movie to get out of. Ooh, that's right. And we got 2 strikes on John C. Reilly earlier because we've been in the Paul Thomas Anderson realm a lot. So now their ability to play other Paul Thomas Anderson films is limited by John C. Reilly being in all of them. Yeah. There will be, except he's not in There Will Be Blood. So there is one. Now we'll play Lincoln, which is not a Paul Thomas Anderson film. I don't know why I thought it was. But it is another Daniel Day-Lewis film. Minority Report, Steven Spielberg. Tim Blake Nelson. Interesting. Well, Tim Blake Nelson plays the leader in The Incredible Hulk and in Captain America Brave New World. Hi, man. Hi there. I'm trying to farm my animated sci-fi WinCon. It isn't a very good WinCon, but I like it. I like it, and I want to, and I'm good at it. Did they brick me? Oh, I already played Megamind. Is this the same game where I wasted Megamind at the beginning? It does not feel like it. Edward Norton Birdman. I'm losing, it's round 40. I think this is the same game where I wasted Megamind at the very beginning. Let me, look. Except now it's... Okay, hold on. I have time to scroll down there. This is absolutely the game where I wasted Megamind before the points counted. Fucked up. Okay, Timothy Chalamet. Let's do Bones and All. And then Brick, because he's the lead in Dune. Okay. And I guess he's also in Interstellar? Lady Bird. Let's just play a final Timothy Chalamet movie. Marty Supreme, because this just came out. So it's a little harder to link out of. There's a new Chalamet out that's supposed to be nuts. I almost called him Marty Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet is really grinding for that Oscar right now. He's really gunning for it. Robert Pattinson. I wish there was a Robert Pattinson one. Because I feel like if only Studio Ghibli dubs counted, I could go to the Studio Ghibli realm and get to Japanese movies. Fuck, that's right. I forgot he was in Tenet. Why did I forget that? Oh, whatever. Like Robert Pattinson is the Heron in Boy and the Heron, but you know the dub versions don't count, so I can't use that. Instead, I'll play The Devil All the Time. No, The Devil All the Time. There we go. He plays a priest and he does a weird freaking voice in this. Like a weird pedophile voice. Was the character a pedophile or was he just doing a pedophile-y voice? I don't remember. Across the Spider-Verse. The Spider-Verse movies are honestly the only thing making this WinCon even playable. Like, animated sci-fi is so limited. Particularly in Western animation. It's just like non-existent. Ah, you bricked. Okay, well. In that case, I'm going to play Dark Skies. Try and kill you. Would you want to 1v1? Not really. No offense to you. I'm just in a bit of a point grinding zone. Okay, this links to this. Joke's on you. I play that one as a kill move that I know the route out of. Pierce, Memento. Okay. How about Insomnia? Because we already did Al Pacino, so this is actually a good... No, we didn't do... We only did one Al Pacino. God. I'm dumb. It's fine. I was hoping for Robin Williams. But I got Al Pacino'd instead. And now we're tied. Okay, well. The Matrix. Yes, perfect. Animatrix. Go! All good, man. Thank you. Okay. Johnny... I don't know who's in this, man. I'm gonna escape. I don't even know how to say it. Johnny Mnemonic? The M silent? Mnemonic? Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic. I don't know. Go Ragnarok. I'm about to hit 300 rounds on a I forgot there's like more than 2 people battle royale mode. I like dipped my toes into that and was like, I don't know about this. 300 rounds is insane. Wait. Transformer. Did I play this already? I did not. I win. I got 4 points from that, but that's okay. Me and one other left stuck in Japanese animated. Oh. I remember one time I played Pokemon Detective Pikachu, like, very early on in the in a game. They took me straight to animated Pokemon movies, and this wasn't 2.0, it was just like regular mode. But we went back and forth doing anime movies where he'd name something and I'd name like a sequel or something in its franchise. We went back and forth like that for like 50 rounds. It was fucking awful. It was not fun. It would be like One Piece movie, Naruto movie, Demon Slayer. Just for like 50 rounds. You left it and came back. Fuck, that's horrible. John Cusack, Hot Tub Time Machine. Warm Bodies. Okay. Nicholas Hoult. Juror number 2. Surprisingly, I don't think Nicholas Hoult has worked with any of these directors yet. I feel like his star is very much risen to the point where you'd think he would have by now. Okay, wait. Bruce Willis. No. I'm going deep in the M. Night Shyamalan rabbit hole. See, with this film, bro, with these categories, it's like, okay, you play movies by directors that aren't any of these directors, and you just try to, like, farm that. Catherine Hahn. What else is she in that isn't Glass Onion? I mean, I can play Glass Onion, but I guess I'll just play Glass Onion. I could have bricked, but I don't even want to. I'd rather save them. I'd rather have one of these directors out of the way, and it's Fincher. Okay. We can work with that. Has Daniel Craig worked with any of these other directors? I don't think so. Interstellar. Yeah, clearly not. Oh, okay. You want to play like that? Let's play like that. Uncle Boonmi, who can recall his past lives. This guy's interesting because he's obviously not American. He's done a cinematographer in a lot of foreign films, but also works with a lot of, like, he works with M. Night Shyamalan. He works with, so his name will just pop up, and sometimes people will use him to go to foreign stuff. See, this is why I don't want to do fucking... Just play another Luca Guadagnino movie. Challengers. Sayumi Mukti Prom! I waited too long. I am very, very sneaky, sir. Universes I can remember being in this game. Sharknado Land. Oh, God. The 40s. That's its own. Kurosawa, Lego, Cantonese. See, Lego is actually nice. I want to be in Lego because I can just type in, like, Lego IP and maybe get animated science fiction points. But also, it's kind of unreliable because, like, the Lego Batman movie and the Lego movie, you know, the actually, like, famous good Lego movies don't count for this WinCon. They do count for the Batman WinCon that I used to play that I was very good at, but they don't count for this WinCon. Okay, see, I want to stay in Pedro Pascal. The Lego Star Wars movies. Yeah, see, that's like, there's a bunch of, like, Lego movies. Pedro Pascal is in The Wild Robot, though, which is why I wanted to stay with him. There's funny, sneaky ones like that, where you play, like, the animated spin-off of an existing film franchise and of an existing science fiction film franchise. But there's not as many as I would like there to be of that. Wonder Woman 84. Let's just play Pedro Pascal. Something obscure that he's in. And I'm blanking on every movie he's ever been in. Except Fantastic Four, which is called The Fantastic Four? They bricked and gave me a little more time. This movie has already been played! I'm dumb! Snow White! 2025! Running out of Japanese animated franchises to play. Do you got any? One Piece? Probably already done that. Demon Slayer? Perfect Blue? That's not a franchise, but it is a good anime movie. Ghost in the Shell? Ghibli of any kind? Gal Gadot. I don't want to think anymore, dude. Let's just play the original Wonder Woman. There's a good sneaky way to get to Ghibli and out of Ghibli, I suppose, is that Secret World of Arrietty is based on a book called The Borrowers, and there's a Western movie adaptation of The Borrowers that links to it, that stars John Goodman. So I've used that to go to Ghibli. On the rare occasion that someone plays The Borrowers on me, I just send them straight to Ghibli every time. Chris Pine? Oh, man. Into the Woods. Horrible Bosses 2. Christoph Waltz. Wait, Brick. I know they haven't gotten a point yet. So it's not really good. I don't want them. I don't want them to. I want to be in the lead. Kronos. Yeah, you got to play a Christoph Waltz movie that isn't. Okay, James Cameron. He didn't direct that. What is James Cameron's credit on Alita Battle Age? Terminator's one where I'm like, is there an animated Kill Bill and Lost in Translation? Oh, that's true. Yeah. I just don't know what movies specifically to go to from Kill Bill and Lost in Translation. Whereas The Borrower's Secret World of Arrietty thing. One Piece? That's funny. Okay. I remember that. Aliens. Sigourney Weaver's in WALL-E, so we'll play that. And then they play Alien. Okay, fine. You can have that point. I didn't really think of that, but yeah, that's an obvious one. Well, what if I played Alien 3? So you can't get the David Fincher point. Wait, they can just play a David Fincher movie out of it. I'm dumb. But also, I don't think they realize that it's directed by David Fincher, so I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm just gonna let it ride and not use another brick on this. Yeah, they don't. Okay, cool. Carol, it's got Kate Blanchett, who's in How to Train Your Dragon 2. What are the Rings? The Two Towers. Okay. Let's play animated Lord of the Rings. Just to kind of mess with them a little bit. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Okay. Let's play 1977's Ralph Bakshi adaptation of The Hobbit. Do you know Ralph Bakshi movies? I don't think you do. Most people don't. But if Ralph Bakshi, it's like a win. Because if they don't know Ralph Bakshi movies, they waste lifelines. If they do know Ralph Bakshi movies or they skip, I can... Oh, interesting. That's not... You know, I don't think this is actually a Ralph Bakshi movie now that I think about it, but it links to Wizards, so I don't care. It's like Ralph Bakshi has an animation sci-fi, so it's like good to... Spider-Man No Way Home... But I can't, I have to... Okay, how about Andrew Garfield Under the Silver Lake? I think there might be a... Yeah, they're gonna... Okay, but it's fine, because I'm gonna play this. I'm double... We've got double their points. This is not too bad. The Great Gatsby. Okay. Baz Luhrmann. Elvis. Wait. I'm gonna Burke there because Austin Butler's in Dune Part 2. Yeah. Venom. Venom. Never know what hit him. Who do they think the connection is to Venom? Oh, yeah. That feels good. You won round 317. Jesus Christ, man. I could not. I'd be like, I'm out. I'd run out of stamina for guessing stuff. What did you win with? Oh, they really don't know Jim Carrey. Wow. Okay. Sword Art Online, the movie Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night. I love anime movie titles, man. That shit's ridiculous. That's so funny. Okay, Well, the best part is that you can just spam Japanese animated movies for ages. Like, there's enough shared actors that it does just work. The anime voice actor world is small enough that it works. I'm gonna just try to trap them. I'm not even gonna try to get... I mean, I'll, like, try to get my win con, but not really. Cantonese and Japanese, you just spam moves and be there for ages. I know. I wish somebody would take me there right now. Michael Giacchino did the score for The Incredibles, so let's go to that. He may have also done the score for WALL-E, but I think I already played WALL-E. Yeah, because that's how they got the alien point. Pulp Fiction. Okay. Well, I'm going to play Star Wars The Clone Wars. Next on a plane, yeah. Just escape. I haven't used any lifelines? That's crazy. I mean, I guess I've used bricks, but that's about it. Or blocks. I call them bricks. Because that's what Northern Lion calls them. He's how I found this game. Oculus. Yeah, that was the smart play there. Fortunately, I know the other. It's not the only obscure Karen Gillan. Okay. Unfortunately for you, Mark Hamill is in this. Damn it. Okay, here's where we play this. So I can get a free Christmas lifeline and keep them in Mark Hamill. If they can even name another. I mean, I guess they could just... They know, though. They know. They're like, they're like, if I... Oh, I'm sorry, little one. But I already know exactly what I'm going to play. Scooby-Doo Moon Monster Madness, let's go! The funniest Scooby-Doo movie. Straight up. There is no funnier one. It's comedic gold. Mark Hamill plays a character called the Baron who lives on a secret space moon base and does stupid shit. Robert Pattinson. Okay. The Safdie brothers are really... Let's just keep playing Safdie brothers stuff. This person doesn't have a win con, which actually scares me. But they're not using evil. That's weird. This looks like an Evil X kit with skips instead of escapes, no win con. But they're just using the notebook. Fay Ray. I've never seen the Fay Ray badge. This is a weird... What was that about Japanese movies? No fucking way, dude. What? What do you mean? Oh, these aren't even animated. These are live action. I'm like, oh, animated. At least I'll get some animated sci-fi points, but this is live action. What is happening? And they don't even have escapes. So they can't get out of here. This is a crazy thing to immediately take someone to. Like, talk about overconfidence. Like, of course I'm just going to type in Super Common Writer and see if there's another one. Okay, well now I'm going to try to type in One Piece Film Red. Or Ghost in the Shell, 1995. Or The Forbidden Kingdom. Or Sukiyaki Western Day, which does have a... So let's actually just go back to Quentin Tarantino. Fuck it. Crazy. Crazy poll. Marty Supreme to Super Common Writer. I wish my face... I wish I did have face cam on for that. Because that was... I made a... That was out of left field. Never in a million years did I expect that. Let's play another movie that Quentin Tarantino is in but didn't direct, since we seem to like doing that. Yeah, I just remember that Sukiyaki Western Django connects to Django Unchained. Django. What the fuck is this ball knowledge? Lego Hero Factory. Why does this one not count for sci-fi, but this one does? Henry Winkler is in Lego Hero Factory Breakout. What is it? And then when I play one back, they don't have a response. Teen Titans Go see Space Jam. Okay, finally I got a point off of their insane animated film plays. Shocked it took this long. I could have gotten one off of Lego Hero Factory because Mark Hamill's in it, but remember what you were saying about playing Lego Star Wars movies? This person has given me a golden opportunity to... I'm glad I'm doing the WinCon that is the most suited to you just playing like weird shit like this. was like, yes, please just keep playing shit like Lego Scooby-Doo, Haunted Hollywood. Please. Please let me keep playing my bullshit. You play your bullshit and get no win points from it. This person should have animated sci-fi as their win con. Like, what are they doing? I'm guessing normally they just, like, trap people in this and immediately win. But unfortunately, they've met their match in regards to this kind of play. Like, I know how to play this. I know that I can play Scooby-Doo and Batman, the Brave and the Bold, and that it counts as an animated sci-fi. I also used to use that to get Batman points when I was doing the Batman. I think I actually have better ball knowledge on this than they do. Or at least, like, they're not used to somebody playing this stuff back at them. Okay, Phineas and Ferb. The crazy part is they don't have bricks or escapes or a win con or, like, anything that could enable them to get the upper hand on me. They just keep playing weird animated stuff, and I keep playing my animated stuff and getting my points back. Alright, time to win. Invader Zim, enter the Forpus. Thank you. That was a very entertaining game. How many live action movies did we play? There was Little Nicky. There was this brief stint of Quentin Tarantino that was normal, and literally the entire rest of the game was super Kamen Rider, like, other than obviously the beginning. No, okay, no, here's the real question. How many movies did we play that were in the top 5,000? Obviously the first one has to be, but Marty Supreme isn't. Super Kamen Rider definitely isn't. Sukiyaki, okay, so here with the ones that Quentin Tarantino is in, we went through a little patch here of top 5,000 movies. And then it was immediately back into the 20K bullshit with Lego Hero Factory Breakout. And that just last. Henry Winkler's not even on this list. How the fuck did they know that? Troy Baker. Insane ball. And then from there, I think I just kept getting points every round after I played Teen Titans Go Space Jam. And they just let me keep doing it. I don't know what the game plan was there. That's wild. Rematch request. Hell yes. Legendary Dude 7. You're my favorite. Help me farm points. Wake Up Dead Man. A Knives Out Mystery. Okay. Mila Kunis. Well, Mila Kunis is in Seth MacFarlane movies, including the animated Star Wars parody ones. The Family Guy Star Wars parody ones. Patrick Gordon. No, not yet. We play Ted 2. Then we start playing the Family Guy ones. Like, this guy's whole win... 51K! 51K! Liam Neeson in Sesame Street. What's the name of that song? What the fuck? What? Sesame Street, Elmo and the Buccaneers, pirates who love to read. I love people who play weird shit like this. Like, yeah, I don't play against somebody who plays, like, Jim Jarmusch movies or, like, Gus Van Sant. Like, I don't care about that. I want you to play Sesame Street, Play All Day with Elmo, and then I can play Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird. And you can play Big Bird in China. And then I'll play The Dark Crystal. We'll go a little bit more mainstream. Not much. Problem is, I feel like I am going to get stuck here. Because they clearly have insane Sesame Street ball knowledge. Like, Big Bird in China isn't even... I just typed in Sesame Street and played another one. But the problem is, yeah, you gotta find a Jim Henson one that doesn't have Frank Oz or Jerry Nelson. So I think I may have actually locked them down a little bit. Yeah, play a skip. Wait, actually, please don't play a skip. Okay, I'll just escape. I don't care. Play Gollum. Jack, this person has insane ball knowledge. And by insane, I mean they played a 51K Sesame Street movie via Liam Neeson. They like they just play Avengers Endgame. Like this person is playing like last round they used Henry Winkler out of Little Nicky into Lego Hero Factory Breakout. I love people who play like this. It's so stupid. It also just like makes it easy to farm animated sci-fi points. If they just take me to animation, I think they may be playing a little smarter this time though, because they took me to Sesame Street instead of animation, because I think they don't want me to get animated points. Unfortunately, I learned from someone else that Steve Martin is in the 2015 film Home, starring Sheldon from Big Bang Theory as a funny alien. Yeah, Jim Parsons. The Muppets. Jim Parsons is also in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile, the Ted Bundy movie, starring Zac Efron. I probably could have gotten a point off of that, but honestly, no. The last game I played was insane. They took me to Super Kamen Rider on the fourth play out of Marty Supreme, and they just got weirder from there. The Lorax. I get to an animated sci-fi from the Lorax. Danny DeVito. Mariah Carey's Magical Christmas Special. What about Sabrina Carpenter's? What about A Nonsense Christmas with Sabrina Carpenter? No? Okay. We'll just do Almost Famous. No, that's not Jennifer Hudson. Who's Jennifer Hudson? I'm talking about Kate Hudson. This is not good, actually. Roman Coppola. What? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. This person's just like plays weird shit. Ariana Grande would have probably been the smarter than guy to that. How about another? I love it when people play weird shit, because it's like, yes, please play like Sesame Street movies, so I can like match your energy with like Big Snoop Dogg Presents The Adventures of the Blue Carpet Testament. Like, do I know who's in these movies? No, but I love linking via like celebrities that aren't actors or like weird voiceover shit. Like, it's just more fun than playing like actual film. But also the insane ball knowledge required to know all of the like Sesame Street stuff. Like he knows all this person knows all the Sesame Street stuff, but also they were using the Fay Ray win condition requirement. That's like a cinematographer from like the 30s. How how do you know that? And also, that's crazy. Rachel Zegler. I'll play this one that somebody played on me earlier. Spellbound from 2024. I'm trying to like goad them. They're avoiding animation now. Like they're playing their weird shit, but in a way, okay. Well, now they played animation. They're avoiding animation because they don't have bricks. Okay, they did. Wait, did they actually change their kit a little bit? I think they did, because there's an escape now. VeggieTales arc. Wayne Brady's and that's crazy. Wait, no, we already played that. VeggieTales. Yo, we're in the VeggieTales realm. Okay. Is there like a VeggieTales space one? VeggieTales Saturday Night Fever. I like that they just went out of VeggieTales. Okay, apparently Terry Crews and Wayne Brady are both in like random VeggieTales movies. Wild. Okay. Bro, you're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind all the time, and I love it. I love to see it. It's peak, honestly. It's like when someone sends me this energy, I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna start playing like exclusively dumb shit, like Joe's Apartment, who I know Jerry O'Connell is the star of. Like I've never seen somebody use Jerry O'Connell as a link before. That's why it's so peak. Okay, Matthew Lillard is in Scream 2. Excellent. Like the most out there I usually get to go is playing like Scooby-Doo movies. But with this person, it's like, okay, he's outmatching me with Jetsons Robomania. So then, okay, Kevin Michael Richardson is that. So we're going to play Leroy and Stitch. Which doesn't count. See, that's the problem. Sometimes you go too obscure and they just didn't bother to genre categorize it. Lego Scooby-Doo Haunted Hollywood. Frank Welker. How about Lego Batman the Movie DC Superheroes Unite? But Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation, yes. And that one's got the sci-fi, so. D. Bradley Baker. The Star Wars Holiday Special. Good pull, good pull. I'm going to play the Star Wars The Clone Wars. They really should have some bricks in their kit. They really should, like, adjust their kit. Like, if they made their kit Evil X, they could, like, They could be, like, ranked 2,000. By just, like, playing some weird shit. And then, like, instantly killing other people. With, like, crazy left field kill moves. Like, they don't need a win con. What they need is some bricks and Evil X. Terrence Stamp? Link? Yeah, I don't. That's gonna have to be an escape. No way, bro. Stop trying to play Lego Hero Factory Breakout every time Henry Winkler comes up. Well, you know what? I can play Lego. I can win with Lego Hero. Thank you for teaching me your ways, Legendary Dude 7. I now know that I can get out of that I can not just score out of Scream with Matthew Lillard, but also with Henry Winkler via Lego Hero Factory Breakout. This person has taught me terrifying new ball knowledge that I will use to the best of my ability to win. That being said, I've kind of been streaming for longer than I intended because that guy was so funny. I don't know, I'm like, if that guy just adjusted his kit a little bit. I don't know why I'm male gendering them, but if that person just adjusted their kit a little bit, they'd be kind of unstoppable. GG's, man, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. This is probably almost certainly going to be my last game. But I love running into people like that, make me glad that I'm streaming this instead of not streaming it, which is what I like. I play this a lot more than I stream it. James Marsden. Okay. Fortunately, James Marsden isn't in a lot of animated movies. Well, I guess this counts as animation, but he's in a lot of movies where he's the live action character and everyone else is anime. What would I adjust? What do you mean? Hop. Is Bro just giving up on Hop? Come on, man. You knew 27 dresses. There's no way you're stuck on Hop. Maybe you are stuck on Hop. Interesting. Okay. That was me. I requested for those Sesame Streets to be added myself. Oh my god. Legendary. You're a legend. I didn't realize that was you. Just randomly matchmaking with me. That's funny. The Sesame Street ones. Oh shit, I need to be playing things. Okay, go. I almost lost talking to you. Those are great additions. Those are great additions. I'm sad they took off the Doctor Who movies. Like the Doctor Who TV special movies. Because those were fun to bomb jump people into if they play anything with Karen Gillian or Matt Smith or David Tennant. Okay, this person's gonna be pretty easy to beat. Mark Hamill, Batman the Killing Joke. Well, oh, so you were asking what would you adjust? I'd say add some bricks to your kit. A really OP Sesame Street would be called Sesame Street Jam. John Goodman, Robin Williams, Marissa Tomei, Gina Davis, and Julia Roberts? What the hell? That's crazy. That's why. That's a crazy lineup. Oh my god. Justice League Doom. Alright. So we're doing this. Let's do it. Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. I like the way you're thinking. I'll have to remember Sesame Street Jam. That's a wild one. D. Bradley Baker, Dexter's Lab? No. But see, now I have all these new stupid ones I can play, like Lego Scooby-Doo, Haunted Hollywood. I have all these... My music blocks because I'm not trying to win anyway. I'm just trying to bring people to fun places like Sesame Street, Japanese animated Lego, or Sharknado Land. Okay. I guess that is fair. Like, bricking kind of, like, limits the trajectory of the weird places. I'd say equip Evil X, but I mean, maybe that kind of does the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if Evil X would even be that much more... would even be that effective if you're playing, like, such weird out there links. That's so funny that was you, though, because I was, like, saying the whole time. I was, like, looking at chat being like, look, this is exactly what you were talking about. It's just because it was you. Okay, well. Oh, we've gone through Matthew Lillard, but that's fine, because Henry Winkler is in Lego Hero Factory Breakout. Yes! I have a whole new... a new set of really stupid links I can do. That'll make this win con a little easier, because it's really not that good of a win con. Like, it's kind of hard to use effectively. One more Lego 100K I need to get, but it doesn't link to any others. Are you keeping track of all the like ones you've played? Lego Monkey Kid 100K. That's crazy, man. I love it. That's like you've got your own win con. You're just trying to get to the most odd, obscure things possible. I like that. Why did I click go again? Whatever. I guess this is gonna be my last one. I'm interested in, you know, I'm like engaged with the conversation about this subject. So Moon Bloodgood is an awesome name. So is Una Chaplin, to be fair. Darkman. Okay. Good poll. Trying to think of new universes to bring people to. Only started doing Japanese animation like a year ago. Ooh, here's a good one for you. I mean, it's less of a universe and more of the Baby Geniuses movies are very. So there's the second there's Baby Geniuses 1, which has like one link to Super Baby Geniuses 2. But then you have 3, 4, and 5 that all have John Voight and like the same director. The Air Bud universe. That's one. There's one like very obscure Air Bud like spin-off Santa Buddies movie that has Christopher Lloyd, and I can never figure out, and I know this because I watched it once. I'm gonna play that set. No, I'm gonna play something that can actually get me points. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I could play that Sesame Street movie. But I've never been able to figure out. I've never been able to remember the exact name of the like Santa Paws, Santa Buddies, Air Bud universe movie that has Christopher Lloyd in it, which is a shame because it'd be a great Christopher Lloyd. Tekken 2. Those are both in the universe. Yeah, I know. It's just like there's one specific movie, one specific Santa Paws or Santa Buddies movie that has Christopher Lloyd, and I just can never remember like which one it is. Anthony Daniels, the actor for C-3PO, just being in every Star Wars thing ever, I can definitely use that to my advantage for more things than just the Clone Wars. One of things to dog movies. Doogie Boogie, Get Your Grr On from Clue. That's awesome. Or no, it's Doggy Boogie, Get Your Grr On. Crazy. Lego Batman movie. This is very effective, actually. The Lego Star Wars, the the animated Star Wars Gambit is actually very effective because they all seemingly have an actual actor from Star Wars, whether it's Anthony Daniels, Billy D. Williams, or Sam Jackson. Yeah, like Lego DC Bat Family Matters. How about Lego DC Shazam, Magic and Monsters? I don't know why I keep finding people that are willing to go back and forth with this stuff. But yeah, the Baby Geniuses ones are good because there's really not a way out once you trap someone in Baby Geniuses realm and you've played and you've gotten 3 strikes on everything. Sean Astin, I forget. That's right. Who's also in. They took this one off of here, but my friend taught me that Sean Astin is in Captain Underpants Mega Blissmas, which they unfortunately took off of here, tragically. So, but I did not know he was also in Lego DC Shazam Magic and Monsters. Oh, that's funny. They saw their opportunity to get out of that, and they took it. Roly-poly. What's that? King Kong. I'm just being mean to this guy. He's ranked 966. He's well below 1,000, and I'm playing obscure Peter Jackson movies on him. Diabolical. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Also, can I say how crazy it is that you have that your badge is Fey Ray? Like, Fey Ray knowledge on top of all of that is like, that's such a different realm. Most Adam Sandler movies? Shelby the dog who saved Christmas with Rob Schneider. Dude, Rob Schneider bullshit links are funny. Like Norm of the North is just a good one. And then like nobody knows that Norm of the North has sequels that somehow they couldn't get Rob Schneider back for. Like Steven Spielberg, BFG. The only way out of all of the other VeggieTales movies. So almost when you were playing the VeggieTales ones on me, I almost played the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything one. Because that one has like... That one was like more of an actual movie than other VeggieTales. Like that one has... I think that one has some big name actors. Like, stream this for 12 hours. Why not, right? Oh my god. I think my brain would completely melt. Okay, Wizards. They think I've played all my... The other two have actual actors. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the Pirates one, that one has actual actors, I'm guessing. Wayne Brady play is Ratatouille the TikTok musical? What? Why does that even count? Hold on. I gotta type that in, because that's insane. Why does that even count? That's insane that that even counts. That's even in the database. What? That's crazy. Why is that even in the database, man? Okay, how has this person managed to so consistently play animated movies off of my point farming, but not farm any points themselves? That's impressive, to be honest. Ratatouille the TikTok musical. Like, I know exactly what that's referencing. I'm just like, why the hell is that even in the database? Why is that in the database? But they took the Doctor Who movies out. I'm mad about that. Susan Sondheim Into the Woods. Yeah, but I'll play a second in VeggieTales. My like the thing I like doing is I'll probably take away the new Sesame ones when they find them. They shouldn't take away the Sesame Street ones. Those ones are peak. They probably should take off Ratatouille the TikTok musical, though. That one's kind of bullshit. I don't really know what their parameters are for, like, what counts and what doesn't, you know? The Jam one, they will. When I requested, they were saying, no way it'll get added. It's a TV special. Damn. The one that had, like, a bunch of options? That's unfortunate. So is that one not actually in the database? Yeah, it seems like TV specials are a gray area that they don't... It is in the game. Okay. Catherine Keener. For now. Yeah. Right. Playing this because this is Ben Stiller. I can use this to get to Megamind. It is in the game for now. Bratz, Barbie. Are those... Why are those three things are connected? I mean, Bratz and Barbie, but how does Hot Wheels connect into that? I've definitely been in that realm before, you know, because, what is it? I do know one. It's like Barbie, Princess, and the Pauper has Martin Short plays the villain, right? Hot Wheels connects and Monster High. Interesting. All right, I win. You got me talking about these. This is a very... It's like, you're the most interesting cine2Nerdle player I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with. So you've got me, like, continuing to play. And I keep finding people with the same win con. It's funny. You've got me continuing to play just so I can keep chatting about this. Stream was gonna end like 30 minutes ago. The most interesting cine2Nerdle player alive. I versed this streamer called SLOP Factory, and they just kept bringing the game to... Oh, interesting. Okay. That sounds fun. I might have to watch I'm gonna have to watch that streamer because that does sound like a fun time. Because I'm like, the more, that's kind of why I keep playing this animated sci-fi WinCon, even though, like, on paper, there's not, Sesame Street being green. On paper, there's not as many, like, links for, on paper, there's not as many links for animated sci-fi. Is the poster just a green Elmo? Randall Park. He's in the 41-year-old virgin, which links to Joker. Yes, I'm very aware of that one. Okay. Let me get my point here. I'm putting the 2026 WinCon. Oh, the current year one? That's an interesting one because it's like, like 2026 has been going on for like what even counts for that? What movies have come out already? Like that category went from being the best it had ever been when it was 2025, and then the year switched, and suddenly it was a, like not. It suddenly was like very specific. Play roly poly here. Okay? I'll. Who's the link? Because I'm curious what the hell that is. Donkey Kong. Like, is this Michael Cera and James? Is Donkey Kong the movie like based on the TV show? James Woods. Of course, James Woods. Donkey Kong Country, The Legend of the Crystal Cody. Yeah, that is the TV show. That's funny. And you're saying James Woods and Michael Cera connect to that? Or is that roly poly and then that roly poly connects to they connect to roly poly. Okay. Because, yeah, that's why I keep playing this WinCon, even though on paper it's not that good. Like, there's not that many animated sci-fi movies with a big, wide swath of actors that are easy to link to. If they play the second roly-poly, oh, that's diabolical. What was the one that... I don't remember which one Liam Neeson was in. I'm just going to play my other Liam Neeson move. You need to study Witcher stuff. That's the hardest thing, because some don't count that really should count. Like, Big Hero 6 doesn't count. That's absurd. But for some reason it doesn't. Lawrence of Arabia. Oh, God, they know these. But it is like, it's the hardest part about this category is not a lot counts for sci-fi, and unless you can like, it's so you're kind of limited to easy options you can go to, but the potential well is super deep, where you can play like Lego Star Wars Holidays. He's in the Muppet movie. Orson Welles is also in the 1980s animated Transformers movie. Remember, because I was playing animated sci-fi against an Orson Welles person one time, and they played that movie and got points off of it. I think that might be like his last movie, or one of his last movies, is that Transformers movie. I'm like, oh, this is the overlap between Orson Welles and animated science fiction categories. Lego Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation. I like that they played Star Wars The Clone Wars to try and get ahead of me and not let me get that one, and then I just went even deeper. Because now I know that just like anything Star Wars is like I can start farming animated science fiction points. Raya and the Last Dragon via Kelly Marie Tran. That's interesting. Let's do Strange World. Yeah, let's go. I'm like, I don't want to just play another Star Wars one. That's kind of boring. So let's try and play Strange World. It's like a lot of these movies I've not seen, but it's just about learning like the weird links. The Parent Trap 2, 1986, which is a sequel to the original Parent Trap that, yep, let's go. They didn't even think of trying to play the one that this is a sequel to, because notice 86 is earlier than 98. But if I recall correctly, the original Parent Trap is like from the 60s or something. So why they made this sequel like 2 decades later and then rebooted it another decade later, I don't know. But makes for a good kill move. Start trying to play this a little more differently. Because I think that honestly is the best way to play this WinCon. Rather than really strictly trying to get to that sci-fi, just really try to play weird shit that they can't react to. And then if that weird shit leads me to Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, even better. Let's play Beowulf here instead of like anything that they would expect. Crispin Glover, interesting. This is definitely my last round though. I'm approaching 2 hours, and I remember being like, I wanted to hop off. Hold on, I got it. Archie 2 Mission Impossible. I see. That's funny. The Taurus, Johnny Depp. Oh God. No. Rango. Okay. Michael J. Fox. Now for Vivica A. Fox, you can go to Cool Cat Saves the Kids, the Derek Savage movie. That's a fun one. But yeah, I think you'd be good at the animated sci-fi if you just start learning which ones are sci-fi. The last Cool Cat connects to the COVID killer via Joe Biden, and then you connect to via Donald Trump. The COVID killer. Oh God. They them. Okay, let's. I feel like I got one. Every time I've named something crazy, you come back with something even crazier. There's one crazy set of links I know that I didn't even learn for this game. I just learned them by coincidence. And then, like, the Ginger Dead Man Evil Bong universe. But there's one, like, crazy link I know about. I call it, if you want to call it a universe, it's the Danish animated film universe. It's really only 2 movies that I know. They're called Ivan the Incredible and Freddy Frogface. And there's a couple actors in those that I'm like, I can link. There's one particular movie where if you play it, I want to see if I can get them to play it. So I can like fully use it. So I can show it off here. It's a really good one. That being said, I do want to go to bed, so instead I'm just going to explain it. Rematch request. Oh my god, I have a problem. See if I can get them to play Angels and Demons 2009. The Tom Hanks movie. Sequel to the Da Vinci Code. That movie links to both Ivan the Incredible and Freddy Frogface, which are both like Danish animated films, and it links via two different like Danish actors that are in the movie. So that's a really effective little like kill strat. But I don't have enough links into it. It's really just that one. And then there was something else. Earlier today I was playing, and I realized that a current starter movie, has Nikolaj Lacoste in it, and he's one of the actors he's in Freddy Frogface. Maybe it wasn't a starter movie. I think it was like the second movie that someone played, but it was a pretty well-known movie. And I just went straight on like number 3. I went straight to Freddy Frogface. Fixing IMDb pages to add them to, especially Donkey Boogie. Smashing Machine connects to Birdemic. Oh, interesting. Birdemic connects to the birds. That makes sense. Okay. It's funny because like since I started talking to you about this, I've just like this has expanded my field of play. I'm just banking game after game after game, and I'm only like half paying attention. It's because I'm not even trying to play I'm not even trying to play like cinema anymore. I'm playing animation and I'm playing SLOP, and you're gonna like it. More fun when you play that way. It is. I think. I find it much more fun. Getting a good like SLOP kill is always better than. Okay, Bob Bergens. We're gonna go Space Jam. Because he plays a Looney Tune of some kind. John Ratzenberger's. It's super buddies. I do remember back when they had the Crystal the Monkey win con, somebody just got like half their points off of John Ratzenberger, because I didn't realize that he's in like a bunch of movies with Crystal the Monkey. Wayne Knight. Oh, they bricked. Dang it. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, Crystal the Monkey was a fun win con. Hopefully they bring that one back at some point. Connecting through animals is fun, yeah. I imagine that's a lot of the Air Bud universe stuff, is the animals. Bean. Mr. Bean's holiday. Oh, I didn't even think. Is that even a Christmas? I don't feel like he's on Christmas holiday. Maybe he was and I'm misremembering, but I feel like he's just on holiday and it's not Christmas. So it's funny that gave me the little like extra Christmas gift thing. No, I did not. I mean, I have seen Mr. Bean's Holiday, but I did not remember that Willem Dafoe was in it. No. Well, I mean, they just showed me. Bill Murray. Well, unfortunately, I already played Space Jam. Another one that unfortunately doesn't count that I wish did count was Osmosis. Yeah, the Christmas win con. Yeah. I've played against like one person who was doing that. It's like weirdly, because it's like you could play on that one, and it's like, how do you get out of like Sabrina Carpenter's nonsense Christmas? But you can get to a lot of like weird holiday specials that nobody knows about if you like learn that category. Seems like another kind of fun, weird category, to be honest. Lacey Chabert is the gold. What? Who is that? First Man. She's in Mean Girls and has like 70 Christmas movies and a movie this year. Interesting. Okay. I guess, yeah, you find the Hallmark actress. Damien Chazelle. Yeah. Anna Chazelle. Babada. Of a certain movie. I mean, I don't know if I have. I don't think I have a 100K one. Like that'd be a fun one to like find. Is a 100K one, but I don't know if I have one. Unfortunately. Like even the Freddy Frogface, Ivan the Incredible thing's like 40K, and those are probably my like deepest cuts that I didn't, get from somebody else. uh, this is Spinal Tap. New Lego Hidden. Super Mario Bros. Movie. About Playmobil, the movie. Mind blown. See, Anya Taylor-Joy being in Playmobil, the movie, that's baby stuff compared to what we're talking about in chat right now. The Northman? Okay. I'm getting tired. I tire of this. I could not have the brain power to play this for 12 hours, like Jack was jokingly saying. Not that I really had the brain power to play Bug Hunter for 12 hours either, but, At least that was like a game where I could act without thinking sometimes. This is all brain. This is all brain. Ooh, this is the movie. This is the movie. This has Nikolaj Lacoste in it, which means that it links to Freddy Frogface, ranked 39.1K. I learned this earlier today because at the very end of the cast list for Frankenstein was Nikolaj Lacoste, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. I needed somebody to play it on me again to remember it, but yeah. Mind-blowing, crazy link. And I think it and Ivan the Incredible link together. That's why I was like, it's the Ivan the Incredible universe, I call it. I just been sitting here yapping, and I don't, I used my brain power on that, so I'm just, here's another Harry Potter one. I hate Harry Potter, because I don't care about Harry Potter, and I don't really know who's in Harry Potter. I always end up just playing another Harry Potter or like an obscure Daniel Radcliffe movie. Oh, I won. I no, I'm tired. But it is. I love that they let me win know that they let me win on Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire after escaping from Freddy Frogface. They had one more escape left. I don't know. But, you know, whatever. I think that's a good note to end that on. I got back up to an 8 streak. At the start of this stream, I had a 10-game win streak. And then the first person I played against was playing, like, only shit I've never heard of. You know, one of those guest accounts where they clearly have, like, a 3,000 level account. And it wasn't, like, the fun shit I've never heard of either. It was the boring shit. It was, like, you know, like, obscure 70s crime movies or whatever. It wasn't like animated funny shit. It wasn't slop. Yeah, that was a fun stream. That ended up being more fun than I expected from the first like hour. It's kind of a toss up. Cine2Nerdle is not always the most fun game for me to stream, but it is if there's someone if there's like an active chat. It is a stream. It is a game that I probably get most consistently the most active chat, because y'all, the Cine2Nerdle community, we may not be big, but y'all are y'all will click on a Cine2Nerdle stream like without knowing who the streamer is, and I appreciate that. Well, none of the other games I play really have that kind of like draw, so it's fun sometimes. I stream it maybe once or twice a season, honestly. Yeah, I just kind of like show off what current win condition I'm playing, what thing. But maybe I'll stream it more. I don't know. I'm expanding my thinking into further realms of SLOP. I might stream it more. But I do have some other games I want to stream. I don't know. I gotta stream more Fallout New Vegas. I don't know why I'm even, like, bringing that up right now. Like, it's not related, but it's just, like, these are other... Oh, you just asked what other games. Fallout New Vegas, I started it a few weeks ago. And I'm watching the Fallout show, so I really want to play more of that game, because I'd never played it before. I play a lot of Overwatch with my friends. There's, like, a whole mountain of other, like, single-player games I just never get around to playing more of. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is really fun. You know, there's a whole bunch. I'm kind of a grab bag. I play a lot of Nintendo games. I don't stream them as much, more off stream, but I'm very much a variety streamer, content grab bag. ADHD doesn't like playing the same thing all the time. But I gotta go. I'm very tired now. So have a good night. Thanks for coming by. You made the stream a lot more interesting. I'll tell you that. Good night.